So, yeah, what did you think about the lesson and the lesson plan?
I thought it was a great lesson. You met your objectives. You had the kids bring pictures and share. I was wondering why you didn't have like an intro video before, like you put it back. Or have you and your co-teacher share about your families first to model the behavior, to model how you wanted them to do it.
Yeah, that's
That
a good idea to
I
do
would
that
have changed.
first.
I always put my intro video first, so it reminds them what we're going to talk about, and then I try to model it myself first. I thought it was really good. I loved hearing your kids share. One thing you really stressed was full sentences, but you didn't make them you didn't make them use full sentences. Like they used
Yeah.
like one-word answers. At the end you did, but maybe talking to them like during and just saying, can you say it like this? Just to remind them that you want them to use the full sentences. And sometimes they just need a guide,
Yeah.
like these kids forget all the time. So I love that you said full sentences, but in their mind, one word is a full sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I think too, like the first student who went,
Philip.
Philip, yes, I tried to model the full sentence for him and he like didn't understand. He like struggles a little bit more with producing full sentences even as it is. So maybe I should have, like you said, modeled first and then maybe had a different student go first. So
Yeah.
I didn't really think about that. But after like I stressed it for him and he didn't do it. So I was just like, okay.
So, like if you do the I do, we do, you do model, like you just got to model it for them and show them exactly, because not only are they kindergarten, but they're also ESL.
Yeah.
So like I'm realizing sometimes when I'm talking, they have no idea what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they're like showing the video first, modeling it, and having your co-teacher model it. Now, I was wondering what her role is in the class. What is her role in the class?
He's just there if I need help, like to translate something to someone, or if they're speaking to me. Sometimes I can't understand their English and they'll repeat it like several times, and I'll be like, I don't know what you're saying, and I feel bad. And then, like, sometimes classroom management. But
Okay,
but not really mostly anything. She does tutoring for 2 students,
okay.
and she does Montessori. She does 30 minutes of Montessori per day, and she does like seesaw help. But my ATs mostly do seesaw.
So, like, I would have her take over on the classroom management just to take it off your plate so you can focus on teaching, and
Well,
give her more.
she's also been teaching for me a lot recently because of
Mhm.
my situation, and so now I know that like she has a lot on her plate. Like she's on the computer way more than me. I already know. And I just feel just bad, especially for them, because I know that like administration is like asking more of them than they are of me, and I already feel like I'm working really hard.
Yeah, I think now that they are home, is she home? I think that they don't have to do as much because when they're here, they're just making activities, making. And that's a lot. But when they're home, they're just online. Hopefully, she took a bunch of stuff home to tutor with. When you're saying full sentences, like you can say you can correct them. So if they go, this is, or whatever, I can't remember what, but eat crab, then you can say, okay, I like to eat crab, or whatever. You can correct them. Like I correct my kids all the time, and I say, oh, you got to put this word in there to make it a full sentence, or you got to say it like this. And that's how they learn. So making them, if you tell them you want full sentences, try to make them do it. By teaching them how to do it, by telling them like, oh, if you do this, this is a full sentence.